Let's start. Here are threats in puzzle position. Queen takes queen. Queen takes pawn, check. Queen takes pawn, check. Queen takes knight. Queen takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn. Rook takes knight. Checks in puzzle position are. Queen takes pawn, check. Queen takes pawn, check. The best move in puzzle position is rook takes knight. Pawn takes rook. Bishop takes pawn, check. Let's see the next puzzle. Here are the threats. Pawn takes rook. Queen takes queen. There are no checks in this position. The puzzle is solved using queen takes queen. Knight takes queen. Pawn takes rook. Another one. Let us look at threats in puzzle position. Bishop takes knight. Here are the checks. Rook to e1, check. The puzzle is solved using rook to e1, check. Rook takes rook. Queen takes rook, check. Queen to f1. Queen takes queen, check. King takes queen. Bishop takes knight. Let us go to the next puzzle. Let us look at threats in puzzle position. Knight takes knight. Pawn takes knight. Pawn takes knight. There are no checks in this position. Answer to this puzzle is knight takes knight. Bishop takes bishop. Queen takes bishop. Next puzzle, the threats are bishop takes knight. Knight takes knight. There are no checks in this position. The puzzle is solved using bishop takes knight. Pawn takes bishop. Queen takes queen. Rook takes queen. Knight takes knight. Another one. Puzzle position vulnerabilities are rook takes rook. There are no checks in this position. Answer to this puzzle is rook takes rook. Knight to g5, check. Pawn takes knight. Let's see the next puzzle. Threats in this position are king takes rook. Queen takes knight. Queen takes rook, check. Queen takes pawn. Checks in puzzle position are queen takes rook, check. Solution to the puzzle is queen takes rook, check. Queen to f1. Queen takes queen, checkmate. One more. Puzzle position vulnerabilities are there are no threats in this position. Checks in this position are rook to g6, check. Rook to d5, check. Answer to this puzzle is rook to e6. Rook takes pawn. Rook takes rook. Another one. Let us look at threats in puzzle position. Queen takes pawn. Queen takes bishop, check. Knight takes pawn, check. Bishop takes pawn. Checks in puzzle position are queen takes bishop, check. Knight takes pawn, check. Knight to g5, check. The best move in puzzle position is knight to g5, check. King to g6. Knight takes bishop. Another one. Here are threats in puzzle position. Knight takes knight. Here are checks in puzzle position. Knight to c5, check. Solution to the puzzle is knight takes knight. King takes knight. h4. g4. King to f4. Let's see the next puzzle. Let us look at threats in puzzle position. Rook takes bishop. Bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn, check. Rook takes pawn, check. Rook takes rook, check. Here are checks in puzzle position. Bishop takes pawn, check. Rook takes pawn, check. Rook takes rook, check. The answer is rook takes rook, check. Rook takes rook. Rook takes bishop. Knight takes rook. Bishop takes pawn, check. Let's see the next puzzle. Here are the threats. Rook takes pawn, check. Rook takes pawn. Rook takes pawn. Knight takes pawn, check. Knight takes pawn. The checks are rook takes pawn, check. Knight takes pawn, check. The puzzle is solved using knight takes pawn, check. King to h8. Rook to f8, checkmate. Next, puzzle position vulnerabilities are rook takes bishop. Bishop takes knight. Queen takes pawn, check. Queen takes pawn. Knight takes pawn, check. Knight takes pawn. Here are checks in puzzle position. Queen takes pawn, check. Knight takes pawn, check. Knight to d2, check. The puzzle is solved using knight takes pawn, check. Bishop takes knight. Rook takes rook, check. King to e2. Queen to d8. Let us go to the next puzzle. Here are threats in puzzle position. Queen takes rook, check. Rook takes bishop. Rook takes pawn. Here are checks in puzzle position. Queen takes rook, check. The best move in puzzle position is rook takes bishop. Let's see the next puzzle. The threats are: there are no threats in this position. There are no checks in this position. The answer is g4. Bishop takes pawn. Pawn takes bishop. Another one. The threats are: knight takes bishop, check. Let us look at checks in puzzle position. Rook to f1, check. Rook to c8, check. Knight takes bishop, check. Answer to this puzzle is rook to f3. Queen to g1. Knight takes bishop, check. Let's see the next puzzle. The threats are: there are no threats in this position. Let us look at checks in puzzle position. Knight to a5, check. Knight to d2, check. The answer is knight to d2, check. King to d4. Knight takes queen. Another one. Let us look at threats in puzzle position. Queen takes pawn, check. Rook takes bishop, check. Here are the checks. Queen takes pawn, check. Rook takes bishop, check. Here is the solution to the puzzle. Rook takes bishop, check. King takes rook. Queen to c4, check. Another puzzle. Puzzle position vulnerabilities are: pawn takes pawn. Queen takes pawn. Queen takes pawn, check. Queen takes pawn. Queen takes pawn. Here are checks in puzzle position. Queen takes pawn, check. Queen to d4, check. Queen to c5, check. Here is the solution to the puzzle. Queen to c5, check. Rook to f2. Queen takes bishop. Queen to d5. Queen takes queen. Let us go to the next puzzle. Puzzle position vulnerabilities are: bishop takes bishop. Queen takes knight. Bishop takes knight. There are no checks in this position. Solution to the puzzle is bishop to e6. Bishop takes bishop. Bishop takes queen. Let's see the next puzzle. Threats in puzzle position are: rook takes pawn. Queen takes bishop, check. Queen takes bishop. Queen takes knight. Rook takes bishop, check. Knight takes bishop. Checks in puzzle position are: queen takes bishop, check. Rook takes bishop, check. Knight to g3, check. Solution to the puzzle is rook takes bishop, check. Pawn takes rook. Queen takes pawn, check. Bishop to h2. Queen to f3, checkmate. One more. Threats in this position are: queen takes rook. Queen takes bishop. Bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn. Rook takes pawn, check. Here are checks in puzzle position. Queen to c6, check. Rook takes pawn, check. The best move in puzzle position is queen takes bishop. Let's see the next puzzle. Here are the threats. Pawn takes pawn. Rook takes pawn. There are no checks in this position. Here is the solution to the puzzle. c6. Rook to d1. King to f2. Pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. One more. Puzzle position vulnerabilities are: bishop takes pawn. The checks are: queen to g3, check. Queen to g2, check. Queen to g1, check. Here is the solution to the puzzle. Bishop takes pawn. Knight takes bishop. Queen to g3, check. King to h1. Queen takes knight. One more. Let us look at threats in puzzle position. King takes pawn. Rook takes pawn. Let us look at checks in puzzle position. Rook to d1, check. Rook to a2, check. Solution to the puzzle is king to b3. Rook to c5. Rook to d1, check. Rook to c1. Rook takes rook, checkmate. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.